everybody, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, or just I hope you're enjoying your time off from whatever it is you're doing and having a nice relax. I'm going to do what I did like I did last year, which is where I'm going to talk about some of these games I got at Christmas. Now, I'm actually playing this the Super Nintendo version of Street Fighter 2 Turbo here, but the version I want to talk about actually is the Amiga one, which I just simply couldn't get to record, which is a bit unfortunate. But I played the Amiga one, and it was a dodgy version of the Amiga one as well, with my Aunt Louise when I was younger, because, let's be fair, all the parents wanted to do was, like, talk, or, you know, do Christmassy things like watch terrible TV. No, none of that. We wanted to play Street Fighter 2 Turbo, and we did it on the Amiga with some cracked, dodgy-looking floppy disks. It was amazing. The only thing was, the version was so dodgy. I mean, that should be obvious with the fact that, you know, should be obvious the fact it was a sort of pirated copy. But the thing is, it wasn't just the fact it was a pirated copy that made it so weird. It was the fact that it comes with like a cheat engine. Now, lots of Amiga games did this. Now, I don't know, for those of you who played the Amiga stuff, you'll know perfectly fine how this works. But the way it generally went is you got your slightly iffy version of your Amiga game. Let's go, for example, Prince of Persia, right? And Prince of Persia would suddenly, when you boot it up, come up with this like weird keygen music and cracked menu saying, "Welcome to this version of Prince of Persia," presumably by the dodgy guy from the market you bought it from. And it would come with stuff like invincibility and cheats, and like Prince of Persia, it'd be no more time limit. And the fact that the princess can be rescued after 5 stages instead of like 15 or whatever. What was the other thing it liked doing, Prince of Persia? Oh yeah, it came with blood mode, which was super cool. Absolutely not. There we go. Take that, Zangief. Eat that. Also, Zangief is from, obviously, the USSR, which isn't a thing anymore. Some interesting history for you there. Was pretty normal when I first played the game, though. Yeah, but the other weird thing about it, so you had these cheat engines, right, and it was pretty spooky. And the game was laggy, slow, and awful, because the Amiga wasn't... That particular Amiga I don't think was very good anyway. But... So you're playing on these terrible controllers, which are basically Atari sticks with extra buttons, which are also awful. Imagine trying to pull Street Fighter moves off with that. And then, to add insult to injury... Suddenly, Luis is playing as Dalsim, like he is here. He just disappears off into the sky because there's some weird low gravity like cheat that we didn't realize we turned on that we can't seem to turn off. So that's all good fun. Yeah, thank you for that weird Atari game. Oh, but I do miss it. The sort of weird jankiness you don't get anymore, like weird, really squiffy ports on floppy disk that you got off some guy called Nigel down the market who had a funny accent. It was great. Those were the days. But otherwise, I've got not a lot else to say about this because it's Street Fighter 2 and everyone knows this bloody game by now. But it is a lot of fun and it's still aged amazingly well. It's still an incredible game. Oh dear, on fire. Here you go. Have a fireball for your trouble. Yoga fire! Yoga flame! Of course, the CPU is hard as balls, as always. I always had trouble with this game. Ugh. Oh yeah, the Amiga version also had a cheat where you could just, you know... Yeah... I'm gonna tell you how Dalsim. No Dalsim. Yes, Dalsim. No Dalsim. Yes, no Dalsim. Yes, Dalsim. Love it. Anyway, I want to keep these videos over the holidays short and snappy so I don't take up too much of your time. And there's not really much else to say about Street Fighter 2 Turbo, except it's honestly one of the best beat-em-ups ever. It's pretty good. You probably all know that, though, because if you played it, you know that, don't you? It's a lot of fun. It's great with 2 people. Just don't play it on the Atari. Ta-da! Or the Amiga, I should say, rather than the Atari. Sorry, that's the Commodore Amiga. Back in the day, there was some big rivalry. That would have been a big no-no as well. By the way, this version of Ryu, I should say, always loves spamming fireballs. And he's also hard as nails. But what you have to do is lure him into the old fireball trickery, and then jump over him, and give him a smacking. Problem is, you try and do it too soon, he just does that. I'm just gonna keep my dignity hit. No, dignity gone. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. There will be a few videos like this up over the holidays. I don't know how many. I'll just do a few because there's a few games I want to talk about. And next, actually, another Amiga game. So, hope you stay tuned.